In today's video, we will be going over early specialization versus diversification. Now, what is early specialization? Early specialization is defined as participating in a single sport with a deliberate focus on training and development in one sport only. Green, 2019. Now, I want to ask, how many of you play only one sport and have been playing that sport since childhood? Well, if you have been playing a single sport, you would fit into this category. However, you are not the only ones. Some of the best footballers out there have been specialised since an early age. For example, Lionel Messi, who has been playing for Barcelona ever since he was in his teens. Now he's in his 30s. Now, let's move on to the pros and cons of early specialization. Let's begin with the advantages of doing this. Firstly, many coaches believe that early specialization improves athletic skills. Hill and Hansen, 1988. Early specialization allows young athletes to increase their chances at getting into academies. In England, for example, football, as they are more interested in young talents, unlike the American system. Although the American system is different in many ways, even the American high school athletes and their coaches believe that early specialization will allow the athletes to increase their probability of obtaining collegiate athletic scholarships. Relic, 1986, Rooney, 1980s, Hill and Hansen, 1988. Now, moving on to the disadvantages of specializing players early. One disadvantage would be that due to the highly focused physical training and the accompanying levels of competition, athletes are exposed to both physical and psychological stresses and can damage them in the long run, affecting their health and enjoyment of the game. An example of how it might damage their health could be that during their adolescence, their bones are more susceptible to issues such as breaks and fractures. Green, 2019. Now, what is diversification? Diversification can be thought of as playing as many sports as often as possible. This method exposes children to a multitude of sports with a focus of playing instead of practicing. Caruso, 2013. A great example of this would be a professional athlete, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who is 39 years old and is currently playing top league in Italy. He is also skilled in Taekwondo, in which he has a black belt. Not only has this diversification allowed him to play longer, it has also allowed him to score more acrobatic goals, as you can see in the picture where he scored against England. Now, let's move on to the evaluation of diversification. The evaluation of diversification is that it provides an environment that may nurture a genuine love for a sport so that productive, structured practice may follow. Caruso, 2013. As they genuinely love the sport they play, it increase their motivation and decrease athletic burnout. Coleman, 2020. Furthermore, it decreases the risk of injury as it spreads the stress of athletics over many patterns and systems, not just one for the whole year. This allows the body time to recover, grow stronger, and build more injury resilient athletic career. Coleman, 2020. Lastly, it increases coordination, overall skill, and athleticism. And not only does it create a better rounded athlete, it allows them to approach their sport with new perspectives and strategies which they can pull from other sports they have played. Now, my view. For me, I think diversification is the obvious choice as the benefits outweigh the risks, especially when compared to early specialization in terms of developing athletes. However, the research isn't set in stone Athletes who were specialized early are some of the best athletes in the world. For example, Lionel Messi. Therefore, we cannot begin to say which one is better than the other without fully understanding the individual.